That little pussy, like a dog, leaping that pussy, like a frog. Throw it back, baby, don't act bougie. I don't give a fuck, let me feel on that little coochie. Let me just nail you to the crowd like Jesus.
I go move like drop, fuck that door like me.
Why you acting bougie? I want to know why you acting bougie. Okay. What's up? What's good? Welcome to the Locked In podcast. We started the episode off different this time. What?
It's clipping. Yours is clipping.
Fuck. All right, that's fine.
There we go. Boom.
Boom.
Clicked.
All right.
Clipped.
What's up? What's good? Welcome to the Locked In podcast. Started the episode off different this time. I found that song through Young Lord, Bari, and I don't know, Marco just looked it up, and then we actually found out who it was, and then we were just bumping that like all day. So, and I'm sure that honestly, like this nigga probably like his shit's not on Apple Music, so I'm doubt that like
that
it's gonna get
like ingrained in my head,
demonetized. But what was you like it, Dom? That was your first time?
No.
Kind of corny.
I thought it was funny.
Yeah,
I thought it was a girl. At first, like thinking of it as a girl was kind of like more fire than it being a dude.
That actually would be tight.
Like a girl did it, yeah.
That's how the Florida niggas sound. Like they all kind of sound and look the same. Like, shout out all my Zos.
Bro, the Kodak thing, I forgot about that too.
Oh yeah, Kodak's free. Yeah, in Tampa. He had a couple performances. I didn't watch the YouTube video. I know there's a YouTube video of him like walking in the club and like the whole club performance. I seen him walk in. That shit was kind of crazy.
He looks so different. I mean, obviously because he was in fucking jail for 2 years, or prison. Yeah. But he's just so skinny, and he has those Florida dreads.
The Wicks, the John Wicks.
Yeah.
Well, if this is your first time tuning into the podcast, this is the Locked In podcast. I'm your host, Albert Houston, followed by my two co-hosts, Marco and Dom. I wanted to kind of just give like an introduction, just in case this is people's first time, but we'll be here talking about different topics ranging from culture, from fashion, from just shit that we want to talk about, but mostly clothing and culture-based things. What's good with y'all?
Not much, man. That song has got me
thinking about some stuff.
Thinking about some coochie?
Think about sniffing some coochie.
Some coochie?
Dogecoin is up.
To the moon? That shit's at 8 right now.
It's at 8. Dang, I took my...
Well, I seen 7.9 before I left the crib.
I have Bitcoin, so...
Bitcoin?
And Ethereum.
That's better.
Yeah.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, so that shit's going up pretty crazy.
Yeah, it is pretty much at 8. Dang.
But... You didn't watch the Super Bowl. Neither of you did, huh?
Nah, I didn't.
No, I didn't watch. I was doing homework. But the halftime performance, we just watched. God damn.
Bro, you know what's a crazy statistic that it has to do about football is Tom Brady has more Super Bowl rings himself than any of the football teams.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's insane.
So he has 7. The Steelers and the Patriots have 6, which, by the way, he got all the Patriots rings. So he has 6 rings from the Patriots. And then the next one would be like the Cowboys have 5.
You can't go against the GOAT, bro. That nigga really like the truth like that.
So you know how when LeBron was playing for the Cavaliers, people would say, oh, he's in an easy division because he's in the East. And the East was, at the time, easier.
Yeah.
Well, then LeBron went to the West and won a ring with the West. So people are still not giving him like his flowers. But that's the same thing, too, with
Tom.
Tom, for like the last 16 or 17 seasons, he's had the easiest division to play against, and in his own division he plays against the easiest teams, and then now he went to a completely different division that's actually pretty tough, and then beat the best team in the NFL.
Now they gotta give him his props.
Oh yeah, I think people are now like they don't hate him. They don't hate him anymore.
Yeah.
People hate greatness. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy? Like we all.
I
do
always
that.
go on the side of greatness.
You do?
Yeah, I'm always like I want to see some great shit happen.
That's why I watched it last night, because I didn't know if he was going to retire. I figured he wasn't, but dude.
It was a one-sided game, though, right?
Yeah, very one-sided.
Basically.
That was the most that Patrick Mahomes has, like, lost to. He's only ever lost by one field or one possession, so, like, 7 points at most, since college. And this was the first time in the NFL that he's ever lost by more than 1 touchdown, and they lost by, like, 3.
Dang.
I know that nigga was literally fucking horizontal with the grass.
Bro, that shit
and threw that bitch mad far.
And then it hit the running back in the face mask where he's supposed to catch it. It went right through his hands.
There was like couple plays
right before that too. Right before that, he did a 360 to get away from a defender on the sideline, launched the ball, hit the other guy in the fucking hands, dropped it.
The tight end? I seen the tight end drop.
The Travis Kelce one. Yeah, dude, it's pretty bad. It was just like, I think the game in general. I know like we don't ever talk about sports, but the game in general.
It's the Super Bowl, nah, fuck it.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. He did everything so good. It was just they could not get a receiver open, and then on top of that, people were dropping the ball left and right. There's so many penalties called on the Chiefs. So, but if you, I don't know, you would know this, but their left tackle and their right tackle, their starting tackles, were both out for the Super Bowl. So they were playing with two backups.
That's terrible.
That's literally that might be worse than losing their starting receivers.
Yeah, especially if them niggas is dropping the ball too. At least fucking the tight end, nigga. That shit was kind of.
He's the best tight end in the NFL. You know that? Yeah, he's literally the best.
He was just having a bad game. I haven't like been keeping up with football at all.
I mean, he really just dropped like that one pass, and that was like a really bad pass to drop. But yeah, he dropped that pass, and then I don't know. It was just all over like a good defensive game for Tampa Bay, and then capitalizing on the punts that the Chiefs actually had to do.
Shout out the Chiefs. Why didn't you watch the game?
Bro, I stopped watching football, like, I think we talked about this. Like, when I was a kid, I thought I was going to go.
Oh,
like,
yeah, you did play football. Yeah, I forgot.
And
You was a
then, like,
receiver?
and then, like, once I got into high school, I was like, nah, that's not for me. And then I just stopped watching football ever since.
I always played football, but never really watched it like that.
Yeah.
It's pretty hard to watch. It's like, it's not very fast paced.
I like watching it at a bar.
Yeah, it's pretty fire like that. But watching anything at a bar is pretty fire.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, just, do you mean like...
But I like football games more than basketball games, going to them.
Oh, you like going to football? Oh, I hate going to a football game.
I love going to football games.
So
yeah,
boring.
going to football games is
It's pretty lit.
Dude, I love going to a basketball game. That shit feels like I've been there for 20 minutes.
Yeah?
Yeah, I fucking love it.
Oh, like the whole time?
Yeah, I'm like, damn, this shit's so fire. But then it's over so quick.
It's mad fast. I remember I went to one game. It was like a weak game, though. It was like the Suns and like the Nuggets, but like
Damn.
Melo wasn't on there. It was like some weak-ass game, and I was in nosebleeds, and I was just watching. I'm like, nigga, this shit looks like high school.
Yeah.
Like, it was like niggas like laying up.
Yeah. It's always... You gotta go to like the good ones. Like, I remember like one of the first ones I really went to was the Clippers when they had DeAndre Jordan, CP3, Blake Griffin.
Oh, that's a good one.
They had like Chauncey Billups and Terrence Crawford. And
Fuck all that though. How your boy performed,
right.
my nigga.
Dude.
My doppelganger.
Doppelganger?
Is that how you say?
Doppelganger.
Doppelganger, nigga. The Weeknd. Cut.
Bro, that's so crazy.
I know you was lit in that bitch.
Okay, let me...
Go ahead.
I'll give you exactly how I felt and why this is why I felt. I got introduced to him before people knew who he was, like, and not by just saying people in general. People thought he was like a band. They didn't know that it was a person. They thought it was like several people. He had 3 songs out. Nobody really knew what he even looked like. And the only time people knew who he looked like is when he came out for his first show. So I've been following him since like 2010. And I have like pictures too of like wearing his, like, at the time he didn't have any merchandise because he was so new, but just like Etsy type people would make his album covers, prints.
I wish I did that as a kid.
Like,
We'll talk about that later.
no, like you would wish you would.
I wish I like made golf, like the golf shirts.
Yeah.
Like just bootleg them as a kid.
Oh, like golf wing or like golf as in...
Just like merch, yeah, golf wing. Like,
Yeah.
Remember like when they first came on and
Oh,
shit?
yeah, and there was nobody.
Yeah. My bad. I don't want to take away
No,
from
you're
your point
fine,
though.
but that's kind of like what Ass Pizza did for the Pablo shit, right?
I'm not sure. Maybe.
I remember him doing something similar to that, but so I gravitated towards him really heavily at that time, and I never thought that, first of all, I never thought that he'd have a song on a radio, and then he had a song on the radio. I never imagined that he would, like, make an album and be number 1 on the radio charts, and then I never imagined that he would sell out arenas. I never imagined any of that shit. So, like, as a fan who has watched him so closely and been so addicted to him,
To see him actually blow up.
bro, to see his progress, because I've done this too with like Travis Scott. I just haven't been that married to Travis Scott's like music as I am to his, and then to see like have him get me through shit too, you know, like how people have. I'm sure like you have things or musicians that have gotten you through shit, but everything in my adult life since I was 15 or 16 or whatever that I had a tough time going through, I've gravitated towards him. So.
He's been the soundtrack to your life for real.
Literally, for real. And then him get announced to do that is like crazy to me. So, because I that's like what I look forward to, just because you get to see like the creativeness of a performer on such a high level, because this shit means so much that people are gonna invest money into it, like Pepsi, and like make it sick. In my opinion, every halftime show is really, really cool. Like the stage design's cool, the pyrometrics is cool. I mean, you just have so many creative people working together, and you don't really get that like on a smaller scale. But bro, I would be lying if I didn't tell you that when he came out, I cried.
You cried?
Deadass. I was gonna tell you guys this, but I was like,
I'm happy you waited till the podcast.
Yeah, but I wanted to wait.
You cried, nigga, in front of all the little homies and shit?
So I'll tell you what happened.
You went to the bathroom?
I went.
Man, that's fire, though.
I listened to the whole thing.
Yeah.
And I made it like a thing. I was watching the game, but when the halftime started...
Fuck, we should have went there so we could have, like, recorded it, because I would have made sure I was around you.
Oh, no, it wasn't, like, that crazy. I just, like, sat really close to the TV, and then, like, not that close, but yeah, basically. I sat close, and I knew the set list already, and I watched somebody, like, they did the rehearsals for it on Friday, and some dude in the neighborhood, but Tampa Bay's stadium is right in a neighborhood, so somebody can hear it from their house, and they just walked over to the stadium and recorded the whole thing from the outside.
Yo, this nigga is like, he has the super fans then, because another nigga I know, shout out Sai, he has an XO tattoo, but he's like a super Weeknd fan too. Like, it's the same shit. But
yeah, I have like 5.
Yeah,
literally, yeah.
So
but
I like
he so I knew like what the transitions and how it was gonna sound. I didn't know what the stage looked like. The stage was fucking crazy.
Yeah.
So
did you like the track list, or you kind of, it was whatever, you knew it was gonna be the radio hits?
Dude, is there any artist that you listen to that you're like, oh, I can continue listening to that song no matter what?
No, nigga, I burn out songs in a week because that's all I play is the one song. Like that Coochie song, I'll probably play that till it's out. I swear to God.
No, I believe you, but I like his shit. I can see how it gets annoying. Like Blinding Lights, I won't like turn on right away, or I might not even turn it on. But if I hear it, I listen to it. It's kind of like how a lot of like Drake songs are too. Like if I'm never gonna just go to God's Plan and bump it, but like if I pass through it, I'll probably continue to listen to it. Or
same here.
But that's how I am with his music. So I'm cool with it. I mean, it's just every song, one of those songs, I know exactly where I was when it released, and I can feel the emotion I felt when it was released too. So I don't care.
Yeah, it's
all fire. But I was just looking forward to like what his team did and what Pepsi did or whatever. For it. But after the halftime show, I was just like geeked because I was like, holy shit, like this whole thing just happened, and I felt like I was a lot of his fans too will say they feel like they've been a part of this entire journey, especially because he doesn't talk, he doesn't say anything, and he doesn't give answers, so everybody just speculates and they have their own idea of his character. And so, you kind of, every person I think feels more attached to him because of that. Because he's you have your own ideology of him. Like, he's whatever you kind of want him to be. It's kind of, it might be corny, but that's like how.
That's artist shit. Like, that's how, you know what I'm saying? I'm sure it's marketed like that, and he kind of started off like that, like the House of Balloons and shit. I was like, who the fuck is this nigga?
But he doesn't do interviews, so he doesn't ever answer questions. When anybody does give him like a question, he just says, I'll let that for you to decide, or I'll let the fans speculate or decide. So I'm sure
it's exactly curated that way too, and I'm sure he's like that naturally, so it makes it even better.
Exactly.
And his team, like you're telling me about what's his name?
His name's Lamar. It's like his best friend.
Yeah,
he's just the creative person behind like behind fashion and behind like the stage designs and just things like that. But I will say this. After the thing, the whole performance, and it ended, I like went to the bathroom because I had to piss, of course, and I like started to like laugh, like joyfully laugh, and I'm just sitting there by my fucking self.
Oh, nigga, you went through all emotions,
dude, literally. And I'm sitting there, and I like started to tear up, and I have this like feeling in my head whenever I start to cry. I'm like, nah, you pussy, you can't cry.
Yeah.
So I just was like laughing in the bathroom, and then I went upstairs and I was like, nah, fuck that. Like, I'm just gonna go ahead and like cry. And I actually shed like 2 tears.
Yeah.
I was like, this is fucking crazy. And I left everybody downstairs.
I went upstairs?
Yeah, and just like shed a couple tears because it was so like, I don't know, it's crazy for me to see that.
That's real. And that's real for you, like admitting that on the pod too.
Bro, this is how I feel about that.
Because you gotta know, niggas look at you like an EXO super fan.
Yeah, no, people. I matched with this girl on a dating app, dude. Listen to this. We had a conversation, and she goes out of nowhere. She goes, "We've had a conversation before," and I was like, "No way." And I'm really good at remembering people. Like, if especially a girl, I'll look at them and be like, oh, I remember talking to you, or I matched with you before, and they don't remember me. But she goes, we've had a conversation before. We had a conversation about the Weeknd. And turns out she might even be a bigger fan than me. But either way,
definitely a cult following. That's like the biggest nigga with a cult following.
Dude, isn't that crazy how big he is? And it's just absurd. But anyway, yeah, it was fire. I thought it was cool. I mean, I'm not gonna. I can't sit here and somebody ask me if it was the best Super Bowl performance all time. I really like Prince's performance a lot.
Me and Marco almost thought the Travis Scott one was better than we had to review that shit.
We have to rewatch it. The Weeknd one was definitely better.
It was better for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, he bro, that little the jacket he was wearing,
The Givenchy jacket.
yeah, that Matthew Williams made.
That was hard. And then you pointed out a good fact that he did Travis Scott shit too.
Oh well,
Matthew?
yeah, like when back in 2019 or whatever, when I think actually it was the Eagles game too, but yeah, when Maroon 5 brought out Travis Scott and he was wearing Leaks too.
So that's 2 times.
He probably even did it last year too. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if you looked at like some shit like that.
I think the jackets are hard. I'm happy that he got Jeff Hamilton. I knew it was a Jeff Hamilton jacket as soon as I seen it though. You seen the jackets?
I sent
that
them
he's
to
dropping EXO.
I sent them to him too. He said they were hard.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but
The Weeknd
Oh yeah, those jackets are tough.
The Weeknd, the ones that him and his team were wearing
are different.
They were different, yeah, and I didn't notice that until I went back and looked on the ones on the website. The ones that they were wearing were so hard.
Yeah, they're way better because there's no way like the Jeff Hamilton jackets are expensive. $1,200. The leather's crazy and like all the patches and shit. So
inside of it's satin too.
How much are the ones going for online?
$1,200.
$1,200 online?
Yeah.
That's how those. Oh, bro, they're about to run it up crazy.
Well, it's because they're all handmade, and it says expect them to take about or up to 18 weeks to get them.
18 years.
For facts. And then the Warren Lotus collab too.
Would you buy one?
No.
No.
I wouldn't wear it like that. I think it's dumb. And honestly, people will buy them and then probably wear it once or twice and then throw it on Grailed and expect them to be probably resellable. But
yeah, I feel like only like Weeknd fans would.
He's not like Travis Scott, bro. Like if that was a Travis Scott thing or a Kanye thing, it would be way crazier.
But I think it's still about to go crazy though. Obviously, it's not. He's not like a fashion like god, but that shit is about to. Because there's a cult following, so it's like that shit is about to triple in price. Honestly,
maybe. But the crazy part about him is I feel like most of his fans are just like sad boys. Or sad girls or things like that, people in their feels, so they might not really have the most money to spend
because they fucked up in the cribs.
They don't have like a job. That's how I imagine his like fans are.
Shit, I hope not. I fuck with the Weeknd.
Well, I'm talking about like the fans who would spend $1,200 on that jacket.
Yeah, $1,200 on a Weeknd jacket, the one that you sent me,
the Jeff Hamilton one. Yeah.
If I had the bread, like if I had unlimited bread, I would.
Yeah,
like,
for sure. But that's unlimited bread.
If I had 12,
that's always Marco's asking. But if he kind of fuck with it, but he's like, if I had unlimited bread, like I'll
be trying to cop. Like it's $1,200. I'm trying to cop a piece that's like gonna last me like 2 or 3 years. I feel like I can wear for a minute.
So I knew him and Warren Lotus had a relationship, or at least his team and Warren Lotus had a relationship. Because they already did a collab in the past. But, dude, I see Warren Lotus's collabs in general with, the NBA or with how he did scary movies and shit like that. Mm-hmm. And I always thought his art was super sick, and the way that he did his clothes were super sick. And then this was just like a nail in the coffin for me to see his designs on those Weeknd shirts.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just think he's so fucking unique.
It's definitely it's a definitive style. Like you can instantly tell it's like, oh, it's Warren Lotus like piece.
Yeah.
Especially after he's gained so much popularity after the Nike shit.
Yeah.
I do want to give a shout out to Plain and Simple. I got a pack sent in for the pod. Can I see the tote bag? Let me look up his Instagram. But they sent me a little pack. It's like a t-shirt. I got it on right now. I'll take it off. But this is the tote bag.
How much is it? Do you know?
I don't even know. I was just gonna shout out his Instagram and say, shout out the boy. Yeah, his name's Nathan. Instagram is going to be shot by Nate7, spelled like that, nothing crazy. I got the t-shirt on right now. It's just like a regular black t-shirt, and it says plain simple. And then I'll take off the jacket.
Do you guys think that Uzi actually paid for that fucking diamond?
I want to get into that. I got my own theory about that thing.
everyone was going deep, like deep diving, like conspiracy theory on this Uzi thing.
It's like anytime.
Shout out Nate for the shirt and all that. Appreciate it, bro. I'm putting it on, and I'm throwing you on the pod and all that. But yeah, the Uzi shit, bro. I'm telling you straight off the rip, nah, nigga. There's no way he paid $24 million. Like niggas with $100 million.
Why do you think he?
Because I know he doesn't have 100 M's. And think about it. If you had 100 M's, you're not paying 24% of your money for a diamond. I promise you.
He paid for it, but he's like paying it off.
No way.
I don't even believe that either.
I think that he's renting it.
You don't think so?
Or he paid for...
You don't think what I said is more believable than him renting it? Like,
yes, I don't believe that.
Like, it's kind of like when you buy jewelry. Like, majority of the time, people buy it. Like,
yeah, but diamonds don't have resale value like that.
It's not necessarily resale value. It's like they buy it, but they're buying it on credit. Like,
yeah, I know what you're saying.
If you do not pay this, your credit's fucked up. Like, your life's fucked up.
Well, no, they'll just sue him if he doesn't pay for it. I don't know. This is also obviously speculation, but I don't think he did that. I think he has a jeweler that has the diamond, and
they worked something out.
They worked something out to where he's gonna trend like that, and then he's gonna be able to rent it for however long, and then he gives it back.
Who did that? Was that Aviani? No. Elliot?
Wait, who did the
diamond? Who
that gave it to him?
Yeah.
Oh, bro. Then okay, if he shouted him out already, then fuck yeah, he's done. He probably is just renting it.
I believe what you say, because I don't, bro. There's no way niggas is not spending no 24 million. I don't even think he has.
No,
24 million.
I was gonna say the same thing. I don't think he has 24 million.
I don't know the niggas' pockets. I just know that what I think he's definitely not wearing the $24 million diamond around because he gets that shit snatched out.
So over with.
If it is real or if it's real, if it's rented or not,
yeah,
that shit would suck. Getting $24 million snatched.
No, yeah, he's definitely just wearing that in the fucking studio. I don't care how many security guards you have on you. I'm shooting.
My nigga, bro, that shit was just funny because that shit was crooked at first, and then he like took a picture and he was like, yeah, like
it's
the
swelling.
Like once it goes down, it's gonna be in the middle.
That junk is icy though. I'm not gonna lie. Like,
that shit is hard. When you threw the Nego jacket on.
No, it wasn't any. It was the human race one.
The human race, the custom ones.
Yeah, that was fire.
I don't know if he is walking around with $24 million on his head. He's crazy.
He has to have
not only is he
security.
Crazy, he's like.
Have you ever heard?
He's different for real. Like literally.
I'm happy. Like Lil Uzi did it though. It's some Lil Uzi shit. Like,
if like Drake did that,
so I'm not mad
weak.
at it. Yeah, Drake would just never go do no weird shit like that.
But no, have you ever heard like the stories of how when like I think it's like Migos or like Gucci Mane and them that go out with all their ice on, they have to have like a gang of security behind them. Like even at the award shows, they have security all over them.
Yeah, of course.
I'll have security regardless.
I know, but just imagine now you're already famous, you have a target on your back, and now you have a $24 million
on your head.
Literally.
I think it's more dangerous being a rapper right now than being in the streets, to be honest with you.
Yeah, for sure. I agree.
Yeah.
What do you say that?
I think the streets.
Also, I don't want to take credit away from like actual shit going on in the streets, but I get what you're saying.
I mean, me neither. But them niggas is getting killed like left and right.
The rappers.
Yeah, I think the rappers. Like, I think.
Yeah,
it might be an unpopular opinion.
That's definitely an unpopular opinion.
I think rappers from the streets that are making it now have it harder.
Okay, hear me out. I think that the rap game now has so many, honestly, like so many real street niggas in it that the shit is just like. It's almost intertwined. I'm not saying the whole rap industry like fucking.
It was supposed to be a way out, and now it's also a way for people.
I mean, no, it's still a way out for sure, but I think that niggas are just getting killed more. I think that like all this internet shit. I think that.
So you're just basically saying more rappers are getting killed?
No, I'm not.
There's definitely more dudes in the streets getting killed than
because
rappers.
There's more people in the streets than rappers.
But I still don't agree with that. Like, there's still more. There's like. Street dudes that are rapping that are getting killed more than like they were back then. That's because it's like more publicity. There's like niggas are more reckless, I would say, but I wouldn't say the streets are less dangerous than being a rapper. being a rapper is still way more safe than being in the streets, because you can
If you
get
play
out
it right.
if you do it right.
Get the fuck out of the hood. Get the fuck out of the gang.
You don't know what you can go to another country and live there.
I mean, yeah, you could, but I'm talking about realistically, like, if you're a real street nigga and then you turn into a rapper and then you get put on, I think it's way more dangerous for you because you have a target on you now.
Yeah, that's anyone that's like, if you come out of that area, that type of lifestyle, and you're making it, or even let's say here, and you're making it, people are gonna hate on you regardless. So you're gonna have a target on your back, if that's what you're trying to say. Like, but
yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
Like,
so that proves my point.
It doesn't prove your point. You're just saying that like niggas gonna have a target on his back. It's not like you're more safe in the streets because now you're a street nigga. You're more safe in the streets, nigga. Don't become a rapper.
I'm not saying you're more safe in the streets because you're just in the streets and you're a street nigga. I'm saying you're more safe. You're probably safer. I'm not saying it's a drastic difference where it's like, oh, street niggas got it easy. But I'm thinking like, okay, like the rap, this is what I'm basically trying to say. That the rap game now is so intertwined with the streets, like King Von from like the Pooh Shiesty shit, from like
FPG Duck.
Yeah, all that shit.
Right.
Pop Smoke.
The Pop Smoke shit, just everything. Because I think that, I think it came to this. I think growing up as kids, like rap used to be separated kind of. And then I think that just from rap blowing up and more people being able to get into it, more street niggas got on. And like the internet did something to where, and this is just my theory, but the internet did something to where like niggas were first like looking at rappers like, oh, they're not real street niggas. That was everybody's perception. Like growing up, I'm saying like 2010 era, kind of like when Wayne was on and shit. And then like they had to like kind of prove themselves a little bit. And now I feel like, I don't know, that just kind of like opened the door for more street niggas to get in basically. And like now they have to like kind of prove themselves too. Mm-hmm. Because the internet is going to call you on your shit. Like you can't be no fraud. There's no way you can be like a fraud nigga and like claim to be a street nigga, because niggas are going to test you. There's no way now.
Yeah.
So I think like that.
I get what you're saying, but it's still more safe to be a rapper than be in the streets.
That's good. That's why I brought it up for a hot topic.
I feel like that nigga Sada Baby definitely feels more safe and feels probably way better.
No, did you just see what happened yesterday?
What?
Just some real street shit happened. He said he just made a post.
Some real street shit. See, because he probably went back to the streets. I don't know what happened.
I mean, I don't know what happened. No one really does though. But he was off of Instagram and then he has like this like, I don't know, cast on. He was like, yes, real street shit happened, blah blah. But I'm saying like
cast.
Yeah. But
yeah.
That's my little hot take theory.
That's crazy, man.
I wanted to bring this up though. Actually, I want to ask you a question, Marco. Do you think Ian Connor will ever have a show in Paris? Like he'll ever create a brand that's respected enough, like in the luxury fashion industry, where he has a show?
Shit, bro. That's a tough ass question. Like, I don't know. I hope so. I mean, if he does everything right, I mean, I hope so. Like, if he's not a bad person for me. But I mean, going from a streetwear to like high end, I still like, even though,
Would you count Sicko streetwear?
Yeah.
It's still, yeah. Like, do you think Human made streetwear?
Yeah. I think it's
you call it luxury.
Human made.
I don't know.
That's
you
question,
have to
bro.
define luxury. I mean, I feel like it's not all the same thing. It's just subcategories. Like,
that's true.
I would say like the brands that we think of as luxury, like now Off-White, like they say that
I don't even consider that.
He made it easy for
that's
like
definitely luxury.
brands.
I know, but just because of the price point.
The price point, I count it honestly. If you get a Paris Fashion Week show, that's right now. That's how I count it. If you get a show. But I brought the Ian Connor shit up because I mean me and him watched the video too. But I found this fire ass YouTuber named Threaducation, and he was just breaking down the Ian Connor story, and it made me realize like this whole shit is like a lot of niggas, him, Virgil, like Kanye, you start off with like brands in the beginning and they always get considered like streetwear, or you don't get like respected because the gatekeepers kind of don't let you in because fashion's so like, I don't know, purist and nitpicky kind of thing. So the biggest struggle is always like trying to break into that business, into like that luxury, basically whatever, the luxury fashion. And you start off with a couple brands you might drop, like Ben Trill, then Pyrex, and then your Off-White one goes because you finally get respected from the last two, and then you drive up the price points, and maybe you're getting your shit made in pairs. Like, that's what kind of, like, makes it luxury. And I think that, I don't know, Ian Connor, I think when he gets out, I think he's always, like, proven himself based off, like, the shit he's done in the past, and him, like, that whole female shit with him and the 21 females, he never got no charge, no anything. So I think he has a chance, bro.
I don't
honestly.
know. Well, I don't think that really matters because that happens to people in the industry now.
Well, I know, but look at Bari. Bari will never, ever, I don't care what nobody says.
He's not fire, though.
He's fire.
What do you mean? He just...
Bari's fire.
I don't agree with that.
Wait, what?
Bari is fire. I think, and I even think what he did with V-Lone is amazing because, to be honest...
He made a merch brand that's just actually kind of dope.
The NBA YoungBoy shit?
He made a thoughtless brand. Like, he made thoughtless money. Like, he doesn't have to put anything, like, any thought into it, for me.
Yeah. Because he took... The NBA YoungBoy shit made $3 million, the V-Lone NBA YoungBoy collab. But he took the luxury brand when he had the Paris Fashion Week with the V-Lone and he showed all those pieces. And maybe it wasn't the best show, looking back at it now. But for him to, right after that show, he had that whole incident with the female and then getting canceled. He went to jail. He'll never have a show again. And then to take that same brand and still make it popular in the streets and kind of just rework the whole marketing of the brand is pretty genius.
And the way he's pivoting himself right now is kind of dope too.
Yeah.
So I mean,
why don't you like?
Yeah.
I only know him from V-Lone.
I guess if you watch the whole story, that's what's kind of more interesting and stuff too. But that video that I watched, the Threaducation, it made me realize, bro, how many people Ian Connor put on. Like Yachty, put on Playboy, Ass Pizza, just kind of like a lot of people. I just think that he's overhated. It's kind of like a Virgil to me, I guess is what I'm saying.
Well, it's just because everything... I noticed that every single segment they did in that little documentary, it's like no matter where Ian goes, chaos follows.
Because he's very controversial.
Well, it's that, and he also just... Maybe he's passionate would be like the excuse, but there's just always something that follows each endeavor that he gets into. There's always something negative that happens. Even with like the separation for him and Revenge Storm, and then like him in the Kanye pastel thing, and then him with like Theopolis and stuff like that. Like, I don't know, there's just always like something negative has happened to end that. Or
well, the Kanye shit, nothing really negative happened. And then, or even, what was the first example you just said?
He like, they said somebody like traded in the back, giving the rights to...
Oh, the Revenge Storm shit?
Yeah, and it wasn't... The one creator was like, I don't want to do this, and then the only other person that could have done it was him, but... So he's
I feel
not
like that comes with just trying to be successful, you know?
Yeah, I guess. And then, like, I don't know. He's just very controversial, yeah.
I think that's mostly what it is, as far as, like, him getting, like, the negative, like, light and shit. But, yeah, I think he's just overrated and... I think
Underrated?
Overhated is what
Overhated,
I meant to say,
okay.
yeah. Overhated, and I think once he gets out, because he's in jail for these little gun charges, I think, I don't know, I think bro finna really run it up.
I think he's going to still be, like, super relevant, and I think that he's just going to make it super fire for streetwear stuff again, because I think streetwear might be kind of dying down. Do you think?
No.
It's getting bigger? Maybe I'm just not focusing on it.
I think everything is just changing, bro. In general, in life, period.
Facts.
Even with clothes, like, everything's changing. So, like, when you look at this whole... The streetwear dead thing is, like, what we thought streetwear was, or, like, what we look at clothes.
I agree.
What we look at, like, the cool thing back then is kind of dead. Like,
it's all changing, too. Yeah. All the streetwear brands that were hype, you know, before 2020 or 2019 are now changing to things that are more fire.
I don't even know what I think streetwear now, like, the idea or what streetwear is today, like 2021, I think it's honestly like back in the streets, meaning like,
oh yeah, we talked about that. I remember,
like really pulling up on like your local like dude who like is actually getting something made and buying shit from like your friends. I think that's where it's at, and it's actually pretty cool, so I like that. But
a lot of people like the Instagram brands you see pop up.
Oh yeah, that's like streetwear.
It's kind of oversaturated, but it's like that's.
What's your advice for an Instagram brand that wants to break into luxury?
Bro, I don't know, because like I'm still trying to figure my stuff out. Like, the way I look at it, like, just try not to be like everyone else, because I feel like there's so many Instagram brands now, and there's so many of them that are making the same exact thing, but just with their
spin
little
on
taste on it. Yeah, so it's like
TikTok.
just stop doing
hats.
Yeah, just stop doing all that.
You know how people will argue and say, hard work and never giving up gets you to that, like, to become your dreams. Like, never give up on your dreams, right?
Yeah.
I'm torn between believing that and believing that it's like a gift that you have. So, especially when it comes to fashion and luxury, I think you can work hard and become really popular, but there's also a combination of you actually being good. Or
it has to be there. I agree with that.
If all three of us worked as hard as possible and all came up with different ideas, one of us is going to be better than the other because the other one's more creative. And that's like proven. Biologically, more people use parts of their brain that others don't, are more creative. So I don't personally think that I have like the most creative when it comes to like putting pen to paper or like actually having the idea as like innovation, which is what I kind of feel like
needs to be there. That
too, but what I was going to say is that's how I feel Ian Connor is. I don't think that he has the ability to create dope pieces, which is why both of the things that he had created were knockoffs of a bigger thing, like the Sicko Bjork and then the
Revenge Storms
and the Vans. I just think that when it comes to other people's pieces, he knows how to put them together with pieces better than anybody else.
So that's like a stylist, basically.
Yes, I think that he can potentially be the best stylist of all time.
I don't know if I can agree with that, bro. Because like,
well, can you name a piece of his that he's come out with that you're like, damn, that's fire?
Like that tote bag that he had.
What tote bag is that?
It was like a tote bag that was like wrapped in like plastic, but it looked like it was canvas.
And it's his?
Yeah. Shit was fire.
What was the brand?
Well, while he's pulling that
Sicko. Up. I mean, I just feel like a lot of people.
Well, wait. Did it have the brand Sicko on it?
Mm-hmm.
That's my example. That whole entire Sicko logo is stolen.
The branding of it.
All
right, so
yeah, but I feel like that's fine though. Honestly.
Even if he didn't do the logo or whatever, because Off-White logos took him from like two different things, like either a British Airway and then like a skate competition.
I feel like people have to get over that.
So I mean, it's just like every artist takes from something. That's just human nature.
Since then, he's proven that he isn't just his logo. I would say that he has to prove, like, his potential, I guess, could be there, but it hasn't been proven for somebody like me to be like, it's gonna change. I don't see his potential. And even when he dropped the first Sicko collab by himself, or Sicko piece, it was hated on kind of because of how he stole. And then
maybe even that those mittens where they're like hand stitched with the girls.
That's actually hard.
Like, that tote bag is actually clean.
Oh, that's cool.
Can you screenshot those and send them to me?
I think it's like a leather too, or vegan leather, whatever. Like, that's actually a cool piece.
Yeah.
And it's like he has a vision of what's, because everyone, if you don't have a tote bag in the future, it's kind of like you're contributing to, global warming and shit. So it's kind of like, it's just like, I feel like a lot of consumers have they just like lame shit. I'm not saying like the lightning bolt shoe is lame, but they just like.
You wanted Revenge Storms when they first came out.
I did.
Did you? I'm guessing, but
I did not.
I definitely did. I mean, I had some.
Really?
I might have wanted them because I was like, oh, that's different. But then when I saw how like everyone went, like how hype it was, I kind of didn't want them no more. But that sounds corny, but it's the truth. But I just feel like a lot of consumers like the lame shit. Like, they like logos and shit.
Because the world's full of like just normal people, normies and shit. But to bring back to like your original point where you said that you were tied between people, or you having to have a gift and also like working hard, obviously like both is true.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that, like, let's say we all three made something, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think the case is maybe Marco's the best like designer, so his brand just goes up. But then maybe like I start off with the brand, maybe the brand doesn't like really work out like the greatest, but I pivot into owning my own showroom, and then low-key just my showroom being just as big as damn near Marco's brand, and then yours, you know, you could have started off with a brand and then pivoted into something else. So I think it's all about working hard, but if you have to notice, like, oh, this shit's maybe not working out, let me try to, you know, we had a big conversation about
like your
that.
strong suit, like I was talking, we were talking about it, like, dude, I'm not gonna sit here trying to learn how to do everything to make something. I'm just gonna pay someone.
Yeah.
That's kind of like pivoting. Like, that doesn't mean that like someone's lesser than the other. It just means it's like, you
Okay,
feel me?
so
Like,
I get what you're saying, but I was talking more on the fact of if we all three just did it ourselves, one of us, and if it was a competition to see who can create the best design or the best line,
Best brand, yeah.
it's gonna be somebody else.
oh, okay, I get what you're saying.
Over the other two.
Yeah,
like,
it's just like
so one of us is better than the other.
selection.
We can all work just as hard, and we could all have the same resources. Somebody's obviously going to be better. It's in a competition, but I just feel that most people, especially creative people, it just is something that you're born with. Like, you can see it differently.
What do you think about people with business?
Yeah.
Business-minded people.
For sure. That person's probably not the most creative person when it comes to like drawing or art or anything like that, but he has, like, an Elon Musk. Like, I bet you he could not design anything and it'd be cool. And I don't know, because I don't know him, but as a business person, he's always thinking of ideas that can change the world, or just in general make him money or make other people money. That's how he sees the world.
Yeah.
And then you see the world more art like based, if that makes sense. Maybe I see it more musically than you do, or whatever, however I am artistically, or I don't know. But
So
that's what I'm
it's
saying.
basically just about just finding your strong suit and then leaning
Yeah.
more towards that.
And somebody's always going to be better. But like, if I'm sitting here and I'm not really that passionate about it, or I am passionate about fashion, right, and I have an idea of, like, I want to create a brand,
Yeah.
I'm not going to do better than him, even if he works half-ass, because I don't have the ability.
Yeah, I think you could.
I don't know, man.
I think that if you wanted to
appreciate
start
it.
a
If you
brand.
apply yourself, I feel like if anyone applies yourself more than someone else, they can naturally be better.
Yeah, they say that, like,
What?
what's the saying? It's I forgot who said it, but it was somebody.
Hard work's better than talent. Like,
Yeah,
kind of thing.
people will always be rewarded for your audacity and ability to, not audacity, but your ability to be, like, your grind. Like, somebody will always, the hardworking person will always be rewarded better than the person who has skill.
I think so too.
I think it was somebody, like a fighter, maybe even. They said somebody had more talent than him, but he worked harder and he won, and that's because he worked harder. It's not about the talent, but I think it goes hand in hand. That's how I feel.
I think when it comes to being the greatest of all time, as hard as you work, I think that's either you got it.
Here's
or
the
you
best
don't.
example.
Right.
Why, if everybody works hard, or even I've heard people work harder than him, but why isn't everybody in the NBA like LeBron?
Why is everybody in the NBA?
Not like LeBron, or like
Because they're
Michael-
not. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I said when it comes to like being the greatest
Yeah.
of all time, I think it's either you got it or you don't.
Yeah. Okay, so that we could.
That's what
I kind of. I guess I'm not. I guess my point isn't the same.
It's kind of like the X Factor type shit.
Or maybe we just made you realize something, the type of thing.
Yeah, true. But I do agree with art things. Like, I mean, if you want to, it's just so different, man. It's like art, athleticism, business, like all those things to be
Like
really good at it.
mathematics. There's some people that are just really good at remembering numbers.
They're really good at anything. Yeah, remembering anything in general. If you're good at something.
Because I actually think if you're starting a clothing brand, I think it's actually probably better if you're more business minded
Yeah, for sure.
than
Because
creative.
I think a lot of creative people, actually,
They hinder their own selves.
they might not take it as seriously as somebody who.
No,
thinks
I think they
about
take it
business.
very serious. They take it just as serious.
But yeah,
I just think that they hinder themselves sometimes because I'm guilty of it too, not saying like my friends too. You know what I'm
or
saying?
they might they might think something on a business standpoint of, let's produce 300 of these and sell them at this price, and they have no way to market it, right? That's like where they
For
might
the
hinder
creative?
themselves.
It could be. It's a lot, bro. It could be a lot.
Yeah, it could be a lot of different ones.
sure.
That's an example though. Yeah, that's
I
like
get you.
an example.
a super common one for sure.
It might not be feasible. Some people might not think it works. It might work. You know what I'm saying?
Has anything happened in your lives
Crazy,
between the last week and right now?
bro. I've been around, and I don't want to say this as like a
I started school. That was crazy.
yeah. How is that?
Just ass, low key. I mean, it's not ass. I'm actually kind of excited. So I started school last week, Tuesday, and I'm going to school for cybersecurity and like computer science.
My friend Derek, do you know him?
Mm-mm.
He's very successful and he does that.
Yeah?
Yeah.
But shit, I'm trying to get on the wave, so... Yeah.
Computer science.
Bro, college is...
I'll hook you up with him.
Is that cryptocurrency shit?
No.
But
Can be.
we're already like coding and shit, so I was doing homework yesterday the whole day. It was kind of confusing, whatever. Honestly, I'm already kind of like cheating a little bit.
What kind of
But,
code were you working with?
Linux.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that's like an operating system.
Was there a language that you were learning?
No, we're just learning. I'm just learning about Linux, and then my other class, I'm learning about the actual like parts of a computer and like whatever, how to build it. It's like some regular shit, and then my other one is like networks, like how like this building is like, I don't know, has all like the wires all through the wall and shit. So that like shows you how to like make the map and like log into virtual computers and like do all this extra ass shit. But nigga, I'm only on day 2. I'm like, what the fuck, bro?
It's crazy. Yeah, they don't like. I remember being in college and then one day it's like the first day and they immediately just jump into shit.
Yeah.
And you go home and you have like 4 hours of homework.
See, I think it's just all about the finesse. Like maybe I might not be the smartest nigga, but like the hard, like
Yeah, I can see it like that. Yeah. But that's just like the C's get degrees type thing.
That's me.
Yeah, or you may not be like the smartest nigga, right, with the computer science shit, but you might be the most successful.
Bro, I'm about to be mad as hell because his headphones, Marco's Apple headphones sound better than the fucking microphones.
Wait, so I could possibly sound like further away? Damn.
No, it's picking you up fine.
Oh, okay.
I don't even. Yeah, okay, mine's working. My like gate is really low, but anyway, yeah, that's fucking sick. Why did you want to do that?
Do what?
Why did you choose cybersecurity?
Oh, cybersecurity. Honestly, bro, to keep it all the way gangsta, like I'm always like the kind of try to have a plan B type nigga. Like,
yeah.
As much as I believe in fully going into plan A, I think, I don't know. My theory is like, I still need something to fall back. I can't just be like,
yeah, I love that.
All the way.
I'm the same.
Yeah.
But people always say that never having a plan B is like what got them to where they are. But
I believe it.
I feel like having a plan B is kind of like
a safety net.
But I mean, it's a smart thing. It's a smart thing to have a plan B because that's what your parents tell you to do.
We have friends that don't have a plan B and should have a plan B.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah. So I think that
so definitely having a plan B is the smartest way to go.
And first of all,
but it's kind of like risk, you roll the dice.
Bro, this plan B.
I think there's a million ways to wake. I'm sure there's mad sets of people who's had a plan B and who's haven't had one. I believe in both actually.
But the plan B that you're on now, that actually might become plan A.
I know, that's why I ain't mad. Like, I'm not even tripping off being like a tech nigga. I'll be a cool ass tech nigga. Like, I'll be a fly ass cool ass tech nigga. Like,
bro, Derek is like 40 and he has like a GTR. He's like in really good shape. He's like a good looking middle-aged dude, so he's just like pulling girls. He has money. He just bought a brand new like rare Land Rover.
And you get hacked on shit. Fuck your life up.
That's kind of clean.
Bro, he like went through and I'm sure I think he makes like probably like $500,000 a year or something close to that.
Yeah.
$250,000, bro. Just
I feel like they underpaid, bro. That's gonna be like the new everything.
He's been doing it for years.
What's that crazy hack? We just got hacked by Russia.
We did.
He talked about that. Yeah.
I mean, but
Microsoft,
you know, like when they say we get hacked and shit, it's like when they say we, like nigga, we didn't get hacked.
No, nigga, we
got
the
government.
hacked.
The government got hacked.
No, nigga, we got hacked.
I mean, what they gonna do? What is Putin gonna do with my shit? What is Putin gonna do with my?
Well, would you rather him not have it, or would you rather?
I really
him have
don't
it?
care. Like he can look at my shit, bro, but he weird for doing that. If he's all the way over, if he's all the way over there doing that,
I think it's more of like a.
This nigga's a nigga, though.
Bro, it's more of like imagine as governments, they're like, wow, America can easily be hacked. Jesus Christ, like they're fucking. They can't take them seriously.
Well, I mean, you see all the old people in the White House when they say like the emails got hacked. It's like nigga,
bro,
someone signed in.
Dude, the people.
Wait, so
someone signed.
Are you saying that basically it's just? Are you saying it's basically like the shit that the information they got is bullshit, kind of?
No, it's not like bullshit. It's like they saying we got hacked. They're just saying like the like the government as far as like the Senate, like the people that are actually doing shit got hacked.
Nah, it's a company that like has like
data.
Yeah, that has data from like the government and all our information, and then they've been sitting in that software while everybody updated their shit. Mm-hmm. So let's say like we gave our shit to Facebook, and then Facebook is under another umbrella. Like they hacked that. So it's like all that shit.
So they hacked our data.
Yeah, basically.
So they can probably use the data and sell it.
Sell it, yeah.
But they're already doing that to us right now.
Yeah, but America.
I mean, who's Russians going to sell it to? They're going to sell it to like
China. Sell it to other countries.
If Russia hacked our shit, China for sure hacked our shit.
Well, I think there's only one way that China can hack our stuff, and that would be through apps, which is what the TikTok ban and like Alibaba ban maybe had been.
I think China can hack us through anything, but they just it's not known.
You're talking about hard workers.
Wait, what?
I see. We were talking about hard workers.
And then we switched
the Asian cultures, bro. They're so hardworking. That's why they're probably, you're saying is like they can get to us.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, and I just think they're like way more advanced.
Yeah, because they're hardworking.
As far as like...
They don't sleep on Saturdays.
And usually they stick to like you said they don't sleep on Saturdays. Usually they stick to like the traditional route because of their parents, right? Like I hear a lot of...
That's a lot of foreigners though, not just Chinese people.
No, for sure. But I mean,
right.
If you think of like, if I was going to say, like, who are the hardest working... cultures or race.
Africans.
What?
Africans? I'll say Mexicans.
I was gonna say
Mexicans or Africans.
Bro, I'm gonna say anybody who's at a higher level of like when it comes to like.
Ooh, Indians.
Yeah, but that's what I was gonna say is like people who are like in high powers of even in America. So like doctors, always Asian or Indian. People who are, they work hard but they work smart.
Yeah.
So that's how I see it in that culture.
They just
too.
be listening to their parents, bro, and
that's a lot of pressure for them.
Dude, so much. Can you imagine? Yeah. They don't want to do that, but they do it anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm also speculating. I don't know.
For some cases. I mean, the cases that I've seen, like, on, like, other podcasts and, like, other people talk about it, just growing up, like, at home, trying to make your parents happy and shit. Actually, I seen the homie talk about that shit one time, honestly. So it is a real thing.
Who?
The homie Ken, he talked about, like, in his video about his brand, like, when he was going through his controversy. He was talking about, like, because they accused him about lying about like having a job and shit like that, and he made a YouTube video saying that he did lie about having it because like the pressure from his mom and like his family and all this other stuff. So he would say like he worked somewhere and some other shit, but he really just wanted to create a brand and shit.
Oh yeah, I think you told us that one time.
That's crazy. What about some spiritual shit, Marco? What's some shit that's going on? You met some spiritual bitches recently or no?
Yeah, you always run into them. You're always bumping into them. They're always trying to give you books to read and shit.
What about the aliens? Put me on.
Bro, I know you.
He knows you don't care.
Nah, what? Nah, he has to care, bro. Like, this shit's real.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't.
You don't care about the aliens?
I'll listen to you, and I appreciate your passion for it. But like, I literally don't give a fuck.
About aliens,
bro. You could be an alien right now, and it wouldn't bug me.
Oh. So you're saying if aliens came here, it wouldn't.
It depends on what they came here for.
If a nigga was sitting right here with no fucking lips and big ass eyes,
I'd probably have a panic attack.
I met a nigga like that yesterday. No, that's cap though, bro. If an alien was sitting right here, bro, you like that's just gonna be crazy.
No, I think you're,
or not even that, bro.
You're misinterpreting what I'm saying.
Here's
you don't care about the conversation, like.
No, like I believe that they're either here or they're real. Like that's for sure. But like, what is it? If they're here,
gonna do?
What is it gonna do?
Kind of like his stance on the hacking.
Yeah,
okay,
exactly.
Yeah, it's kind of all right. So basically, the main thing would be, bro, like all the technology and shit they have. Like if there's like spaceships that can like travel like
that's
crazy distances, like quick and like
or
defy like physics and shit like that. That means that like that technology exists, and so like. The government has access to it or has it or has a knowledge of and doesn't let people know. So we could possibly be living better lives.
So what do you you think
that's crazy.
It could be better and they're hindering us? Is that your theory?
Yeah, or if you want to be on some weird shit.
What do you think?
Bro, I just feel like majority of people can't handle it.
Bro, for sure.
So we're kind of getting like babied into like hey, this is what happened. Because I feel like we honestly really don't know what happened in the past. Like, no matter how many books we have, it just looks like everything just got fucked up. If you think about it, everything looks all old and crumbly and shit.
Dude,
and
when you saying past, what are you talking about?
Like 300,000 years ago, 200,000 years ago.
Oh,
fuck, nigga, even 1,000 years ago.
The crazy thing that I do believe in, are kind of the conspiracy that I dabbled in, was, dude, the pyramid thing. About it not being built by people.
Oh, it being built by aliens?
Dude, I've never obviously been to Egypt, but I've heard people talk about what it's like to encounter the pyramids and the sphinxes and stuff, and it's just hard to believe that people.
Are these dyed?
Yeah, I dyed it myself. I have like 20 pairs that I dyed myself in different colors. Yeah, I just like mixed a bunch of Rit. Dude, if you ever need the plug on Rit dye, I have literally every color at my house.
Yeah?
Except black.
Okay.
Of course.
But yeah, it's because I use it the most.
No, you said the.
It runs faster than the other colors.
Yo, chill.
Do you remember that remember when they only had the white and black iPhones?
No.
You remember those though? Like it was like the iPhone 4, and it was like
when there were only 2 colors.
Yeah, and then everybody was like, "Man, I heard the black iPhone runs faster than the white one."
No, that was like some shit in the white.
That's probably why I always get the black ones.
I used to run faster.
It's not a real thing. It was just a racist thing, like because black people run fast.
Yeah, we get that.
Okay, but
that didn't take like my nigga. That was it.
Sorry, I thought I just exposed you guys to some knowledge.
No, you're like no, we're just like they used to say that because.
Don't worry, I don't think you could run faster. I'm just saying, you know.
And definitely.
Bro, you know what you need to start doing? You need to start posting like your sample pieces that you made. Just to
talk about that.
Inspire some people.
No, I'm thinking about dropping them bitches.
Dude, where'd you get that logo jacket?
I had that for like a year.
Really? Is it leather?
Yeah.
Is it real leather?
Yeah.
Dude, that was fire.
Yeah. I guess at first when I got it like a year ago, I don't know. That just wasn't what I imagined in my head. You know, this is like a kind of perfect example of like hindering. You know, that's not what I imagined in my head. So I was like, whatever. Like I'm like, I'm finna move in like 4 months anyways or some shit. So I was like,
you know what?
Fuck it.
I don't mean to call you out.
Go ahead.
Interrupt you, but I think that it helps. Especially imagine designers right now. You have to have like you have to put a hard date in mind. Like you have to have an actual end goal.
Yeah, that is true, but I always be switching that shit.
I know, but you can't. You have to stay like disciplined, and that's why you probably get there. You say you got that jacket, and it wasn't what you like, bro. Spend more bread. Get the next one you actually want. You can't just like be like, oh, I made it last year, and I just never liked it. Like actually have it, and that's why every single year, on the same types of times as the releases of things.
Right, because they have to. They have to do that.
I can't be not done by this time and push it back. It can't be like an artist's album.
That's interesting. I believe in that.
Yeah,
100%. And I've been debating on like I'm like, damn, bro, should I just drop it and just like make the little changes I wanted, like change the zippers to like silver.
Yeah, just change it later.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you can always do that shit in the future too.
This is a sample. If anyone's interested in buying it,
if I drop it, I want to charge like $8.
How much did it cost you to make?
It's a leather jacket.
Yeah.
How much did it cost you to make?
I'd probably rather not say.
I would say build up your clientele, because most niggas not gonna pay $8.
That's what I'm thinking.
Like, yo, it sucks.
I don't know. You made that vintage T-shirt thing, and somebody bought it for a band or $100.
Oh, the tie dye.
That's what I think you should do. I know that I think that's part of your thing, but I think you should just keep doing vintage stuff and then like reworking it. I think you can I think you could build up a clientele that way, and then drop shit like that.
Drop the jacket,
like because that part is maybe it's more time consuming, but it's less money and you are making more profit off of it, and then you build enough clientele up, then you can start to.
It's definitely a lot less capital you need in the beginning.
Yeah, exactly, and that's just a good way to build clientele. You have 1-on-1 pieces. That's like super popping right now. 1-on-1. Nobody else can have it. That's something that like people are bragging about.
I think
people love that shit.
Yeah.
But I love when I see somebody like drop something different, cool. You know what I'm saying? Like if I seen somebody honestly drop a leather jacket, I'll be like, all right, nigga, that's pretty tight. Versus them dropping like vintage.
Yeah, but you're reworking it. It's 1-of-1.
I know, but I've seen people do that too. Like that doesn't surprise me personally.
Have you heard
maybe that's my little like the debate we're having, the little creative side. What were you gonna say?
I was just gonna say try to do it in a different way. No, I really don't. I mean, do whatever you want to do.
Yeah,
but I'm saying if you want to run with the vintage thing, just try to do it.
I'm not saying you have to do the vintage thing as like it's your brand. I'm just saying make it like a brand that it's not really tied to you completely.
But just do it,
and then do it to gain, like he said, clientele, and then from there you'll be able to put that stuff out without less.
Oh, I do. I agree with that because I actually I'm thinking about getting this fleece jacket, and I was gonna do what you're about to do with the jeans. I'm about to do some jeans too, though. But
Oh, you about to do with the fleece? Yeah.
with the fleece jacket or
With the
something like
fleece,
that.
yeah.
Wait, what does this guy do, by the way? Can you tell him what's going on?
I mean, by the time this drops, it will be done. Hopefully.
No, he's been quick.
True. Yeah, I mean, oh shit, it's lasering.
Oh shit.
The homie who did the sign,
Oh really?
Josh. Yeah, shout out to Tool Josh. He just bought like this big laser thing, so he can etch jeans and he can etch like certain shit. And he lives around the corner, so we just been tapping in, and he's gonna get some jeans made.
Can I give you something? And can you said a fleece jacket?
Yeah.
I have some shit in my car that I would be down to just like do whatever to.
All right, because I need something cool too. I mean, I have some jeans, and I was just gonna go thrifting after this to like see if I can find something cool that I would want to etch on or something like that.
I have like
I mean,
an.
you said fleece, man.
Bro.
That's probably the dopest thing.
I'm gonna give you an
one.
essential fleece jacket I have. An essentials. I mean, I want it back, but like it's a fleece jacket.
Wait,
You
you
can
talking
put
about-
whatever you want on it.
Fleece? Wouldn't that burn it? Like, would it
Sherpa?
burn? Like, would
Nah.
it start burn? Yo, let me tell you about what just happened while I was driving.
This is the story we need to start
Yeah.
off.
No,
with.
I forgot.
Just
Like
edit this
this
to the
happened.
beginning.
This happened. I was like actually shook. I guess I was so shook. I like fucking forgot about it.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna stop doing this. This is actually a sign. I'm gonna stop smoking while I'm driving. But like I was smoking, right?
Sure, I already been doing that.
And then I was like, and then I was like trying to ash it.
Yeah.
And then I like ashed it in the cup, right? And there was like paper and shit in there. I was just like, and I was like, that would be crazy if I lit that shit on fire right now. And I'm like smoking, and I'm like, oh shit. And that shit actually started catching fire, bro. And so like, so I started like trying to like,
Bro, have you seen this nigga's car? I always make fun of the inside of this nigga's
It's all
car.
burnt?
And the point that this
It's all
nigga's car
burnt.
basically about to catch on fire.
and I was like, oh shit. So I was like,
Why do you keep the windows down? Roll them up.
So I roll-
Why do you keep the windows
so
up?
I
Roll 'em down?
so I wrote them down.
Yeah.
And then I was just like, nigga, I can hop out of the car right now and look like a crazy nigga.
Was it that, like, okay, so how big was the fire? It was just in the
It's
cup?
just in the cup. So I just like closed the cup on my hand, and it was kind of hot. And I squeezed that bitch. And
You
I
on the
was like-
freeway?
No, I was like right around the corner, nigga.
Oh, that's actually kind of scary. I think the streets are a little
Yeah, and then I just like was like opened that shit up, and it was going. I was like, damn.
That was a close
I was
call.
like, that's a sign. So don't do that.
If I could paint the picture of the inside of your car, bro, like, that cup is actually fairly new, huh?
Yeah, it's pretty new.
Did you take that from the crib and threw it in there for the
No,
ashtray?
nigga, that was a McDonald's cup.
Oh, is it? I
Or
don't
an
know.
In-N-Out cup or some shit.
It was like, it was dark last time I was in
Yeah.
there, so I actually thought it was like a coffee cup or something.
Nah, that would be wild. That would be nasty as fuck.
I need help for the summer.
For
What do you think? But first of all, I think we're back to square one for the summer. By the way,
As far as what?
like the pandemic, I don't think that we're gonna be open again. Obviously, it doesn't look like that.
I mean, we open.
I know,
But, like
but
the rest of the world. Yeah.
I mean, fuck, dude, I hate Arizona in the summer.
Why?
I'm always trying to get the fuck out of here.
Uh-oh.
And now that I should be working from home, I'm probably never going to be in Arizona in the summer. So what I'm saying is what do you think, like, fashion-wise would be for...
what's going to be, what's going to be coming up this summer?
Because this is the shit that I wear in the summer. It's just, like, running shorts, like, different colored running shorts, and then, like...
I feel like short shorts been
That's
in
why I
for
dyed
the
all
past
these.
2 or 3 years.
That's why I dyed all these socks, because I've been wearing, like, the socks with either the same color shorts or and the same color scheme, and then just pretty much like all white shoes.
I think
I say full leather suits.
Hell yeah.
full leather logo
Sauna
jackets.
suits.
Full leather suits with black on black glasses.
I can't lie, bro. I actually always come across this problem myself too, and I'm like, all right, summer's coming up, nigga. How I'm gonna come? And
It's always the same.
yeah, I mean, like, I'm tired of wearing I like the short shorts still.
Yeah,
Like, and I feel like I've been doing it like the past 3 summers and shit, but like, it just fits it just fits me. So I'm not even mad at it. I'm probably just gonna stick to that, but try to find like some cool ones and just try to accessorize and just pick out different pieces that I wore from last year. But as far as like maybe the whole look, it might just kind of be the same to keep it all the way a buck. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Maybe like different slides are cool. Like not like just regular slides, but like obviously like the Yeezy ones and shit like
There's
that.
the
Ambush
Ugg
slides. Have you seen the ambush ones?
Mm-mm.
There's some new Ugg
crazy.
ones that are pretty cool too, but they're furry, so they're probably pretty hot.
Did you see Ambush basically take the Bottega boot?
Yeah.
What you mean?
It literally like is literally a ripoff.
What boot?
The main one, the puddle.
Nah, I didn't see that.
I'll show it. I'll put it up. But like they literally, you seen that, huh? I think they did the same colorway too, like a green one, but on the fall winter 21, like certain looks had the boot, and it's definitely like another rubber boot with the fat ass like top, and a lot of people have been on their ass about that.
That's crazy.
But I seen Palm
like what?
Palm Angels took like an ambush necklace.
I mean, everyone's stealing everything. That's what I'm saying. Like,
Maybe
niggas gotta come so different that people, like, when they steal it, they're like, all right, this nigga stole. Like, Bottega came so different that if anyone does that, it's like, obviously you took that from Bottega.
An obvious steal.
Yeah.
I don't think
or you
people
got
are
inspiration from it.
I don't think people are just now stealing recently. I think they've always been doing it. It's just now there's platforms for people to find out.
I think that's how
Everything is, right?
Yeah.
We just because you know where I first heard that
niggas
was like the police brutality stuff.
What?
It's like, wow, police brutality is getting bad, and then people are like, it's been bad. It's just now it's mainstream, popularized because people can like film. But that's how I feel. That's probably is too with fashion too.
Because the internet can expose everything now.
Yeah, people are
just
finding
like the street niggas, bro. So they all got to prove themselves that they
hard.
I mean, yeah, it's definitely worse for rappers now than it was for rappers before.
I don't know, man. I was thinking about that.
Saying, like,
I was gonna bring that up earlier. I don't know if I wanted to say that because
it's definitely worse.
Do you think it's worse now?
100%.
I don't. You know what? I don't know, bro. I feel like mid 2000s was probably like the sweetest.
It was sweet. And then like, niggas were sweet.
Right now, it's like.
No, I'm being honest.
I'm not saying niggas were sweet, but it's like it was like R&B, like you doing shit with a pop star.
Take that.
Niggas is fucking with the rock music and shit. And then like now it's like niggas is like, all right, you're not a street nigga, we gonna try you. Like actual street niggas, we gonna try you. Yeah. Because they want to get on. I feel like that's the only thing.
That's
like,
so crazy.
Niggas that want to get on do shit to you, or niggas that love clout do shit.
Wow, it's so crazy that people will literally do that too. It's like I remember rap used to be, or maybe it obviously still is, but it's a gateway. It's you know, they say like trap, rap, or play ball. Yeah. That's how you get out of the hood. But am I wrong?
No, you're right.
But it's just funny coming from me. But what I'm saying is bro, like that fucking door threw me off. It's like, how can you not leave that behind?
That's what I'm saying.
You know,
that's what I'm saying. It's easier. That's why I feel like if you're a rapper, it's definitely better than being in the street, dude.
Yeah, but why aren't these people leaving it behind?
It's kind of like when you or do you have like family that's from back home? Like they come here, it's just like I want to still go back to the hood. Like why, bro? Like it's obviously better here, but you just feel more comfortable.
It's just like what they know, and they don't like change, I guess.
And plus, bro, you get popping so fast.
Yeah, like nowadays.
Yesterday, you could have popped a nigga, filmed the music video that night, and then
tomorrow it's popping. Yeah. That's so crazy.
A month later, you're on fucking tour with Gucci, and it's like,
you know who does well with that though is like I think Meek Mill and Jay-Z and the other people who came from the streets, and they see people like that, and then they like kind of take them under their wing for a couple months. I think even Thug did it with Baby. Lil Baby.
Yeah. I think Thug's the best one. He like knows how to like.
He did with Gunna, Lil Baby. Did he do it with somebody else?
I mean, he just put like the niggas on. That's how Atlanta is. They put people on and shit. But Meek Mill, I think who did Meek Mill bring out?
I don't think he brung out
Lil Snoop, and then he got killed. Cuz what the fuck?
Wait, is it true that he got killed over Madden?
It was 2K.
So I'm saying, just don't go back home.
Bro, that was,
he literally got killed over 2K.
Yeah, it was over your video game.
What?
It was over something deeper, like some hate type shit. But yeah, ultimately over a video game.
But what did
Speaker Knockers get killed over?
Oh, dude.
RP Speaker Knockers.
Finish that, but what did he get killed for? Do you know?
I don't know.
Okay, he doesn't know, so I'm gonna move it on. But the dude who did Now Watch Me Whip, Now Watch Me
He died?
He eats semen?
No, he fucking killed his cousin.
Oh, his cousin.
That was dark.
Dude, what the fuck? I thought
He's like, watch me whip. Yeah, he killed his cousin.
Now watch me shoot him.
That's fucked up.
I didn't even know that guy was actually like kind of like that. I thought he was just like some suburban kid that like a record label found and was like, hey, I have this song, and I that's just my assumption with that fucking whack ass song.
No, I thought the same thing. I thought like when I seen that, I'm like, bro, what the fuck? That's kind of crazy. But then, nigga, the fucking, not the whip nay nigga. What's another? Oh, the Juju on the beat, bro. He has an OnlyFans account, and this nigga's on there sucking dildos, and nutting in rice, bro, and eating the rice.
That's so
I seen
foul,
that on the
bro.
No Jumper podcast. They talked about that. I was like, bro, that's
Juju on the
fucking
beat.
That nigga was
Juju on the
eating
beat.
nut rice.
nut rice. That's fucking disgusting,
Bro, what the fuck? Did you have you ever
That nigga's sick in the head.
have
bro.
you talked or have you heard anybody talk about the Tyga OnlyFans?
No.
I heard Adam talk about it, and he was just talking about Tiger's dick and it like being big. I think Adam gay.
I don't know, man. He's kind of like
Yeah,
he's kind of in that like realm, so I don't
He
think
loves
it's
porn. I've watched Adam's whole.
Wait, so this
come
nigga
up,
Tiger's on OnlyFans now?
gay. So he has an OnlyFans, but I didn't know what was on there because I wasn't gonna subscribe because I didn't know if like
Yeah, because
I just don't want to subscribe.
'Cause you're
for
a nigga.
No, because if I would subscribe to it if guaranteed he was fucking girls in every single one of them. But I didn't know like if he was like other artists who are doing it and they're just like promoting music through there or like posting Instagram.
I think he's just like showing his like.
so what is Cardi B doing on there?
I think she's doing the same thing, but she also might be posting nudes. Like she doesn't care. I don't think she cares.
she used to be a stripper. So.
I don't think Cardi B's posting nudes on there. You got to watch
I
the.
don't think she would because she's a mom now, right?
So is Amber Rose.
I mean, but Amber Rose is not a porn star no more, or was
No,
she?
but she was a stripper
She was
too.
never a porn star.
But she had porn video type things. Oh,
What she had that was porn.
she just had like videos of her like playing with herself and stuff like that. But it was leaked. It wasn't like she posted those.
Did you ever see the Yes Jules sex tape?
Yeah, that was pretty.
That shit was kind of fire, nigga. I definitely be mummy.
The one that
That shit was fire.
the one where it's just basically like if I was in doggy and I filmed it like this, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that's the only video, right? It's like a minute long.
Yeah.
Damn, bro, you nut that quick.
I mean, shit. Yeah, for
I
sure.
know, I used to-
can do 2
I mean, what
seconds.
happened after that? Like, did she blow up after that, or?
No, she was actually.
No,
it
she
kinda,
went down.
Yeah, it
fast.
went down.
Like,
She,
niggas were going up to her at, like Rolling Loud, and we're like,
dude, she was getting. That was
Saying
so
shit to her.
disrespectful, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
She's so fire too. Like she's so nice.
I don't.
It's just
What
like
has she
if
done?
you gonna watch this shit, you shouldn't like shame.
No, for
What
sure.
has Yes Jules done that's mad fire?
Well, first of all, she brought up 070 Shake. She's
yeah.
brought in like up
She
the
kinda, like-
club scene.
I remember that.
I don't know exactly what
But,
she
like,
did with that, but she has something to do with it.
She's just like I would say like women empowering, women in business. She's making like Miami and Florida. She kind of got popping again, I think. And
She's a white girl with a fat ass.
I don't think she's white, bro.
She's definitely what the fuck.
I thought she was like Puerto Rican. Her mom. Oh, she's adopted. That's why. I was like, because her mom's definitely.
I was like, what this nigga about to
This ain't
do?
the casting couch.
Yo, chill. Did I ever tell you about how the nigga tried to recruit me for porn?
Bro,
Nah, for real, bro. That
you
shit
literally
crazy,
have the
bro.
craziest like.
I
random
just be
shit
keeping
like
it. Like I mention the stories, and like I might tell a person in that time period when it happens.
that. Wait, so who was it?
Actually,
He still has the card.
I screenshot this nigga's. I don't have the card, but chill.
So was it? Did he say that you'd be having sex with?
No, so the
others?
way the nigga approached me, and y'all should watch out because just in case y'all get recruited. The way the dude approached me, he was like,
We'll
yo,
end it off with this. It's about to die.
yeah, so he was like, you do modeling, bro? Like, what you doing? And I was like, yeah, I do fashion and shit. I was like, I model when I can. Like,
You're working?
Yeah, and I was like, if someone like pays me or whatever. So I'm thinking like, you know, just a regular conversation. And niggas had like cameras and shit. It was like other niggas. One of them looked professional, and he was like, yeah, my cousin, he like shoots all these models and for these brands or whatnot or whatever. And then he was like, he works for Essence, and he was like, yeah, take my info down. The dude seemed kind of like, you know, weird, but you know,
Whatever. You're
you
just
know what I'm
chopping
saying?
it up.
So I was
yeah.
just like, and the dude, he's like, hey, bro, if you're interested in yada yada, just let me know. And I was like, all right, cool. I was like, so what is like, how does it work? Like, does he need my headshots? You know what I'm
Pause.
saying? Yeah, I gotta pause because but you know, like when you're a model, that's what you guys saying, like those things. And he was like, nah, basically, bro, like what's gonna happen is it's like I'm changing my voice to how he sounds. He's like, basically, what you got is you gonna come and then like they gonna shoot a picture. He's like, no, actually, like he tried to like ease
Is
his
this
way.
over text message?
No, like
Oh,
he
it's-
texted me, the nigga called me, so I was like, so the nigga called me, so I answered the phone on my way. Like this is on my way to work while I'm driving at this point. And the nigga was like, he was like, they might shame me, bro, but like you're gonna have to do new pictures, bro. Like if you're gonna make it in the industry, you're gonna have to. Every big celebrity, every big star has done new pictures. I'm like thinking about all the models and shit. I don't know too many, like off the top of my head. But But I'm pretty sure,
But
like,
he had you thinking for a second.
I'm pretty sure. No, he didn't have me thinking. He had me thinking like, what the fuck is this nigga coming at me like that? Like a thotty.
So
like,
what was your response? You was just like,
I was just like, I was just like, okay. And he was like, yeah. He's like, they try to shame me. And I was like, so what is like so how does the process work? Like, who's he connected to? Like, what agency? And he was like, he didn't even tell me the agency. And he was just like, basically, bro, what you would do is you would come and you would take it. And he was like trying to get me, like, convince me that new shots are like going to get me like lit. And I'm like, nah, bro. Like, I'm cool. I was like, if there was an actual like, position, I would do it. But I was like, it seems like some casting couch type thing.
You told him that over the phone?
Yeah, over the phone. And he was like,
it's a black dude?
Yeah, this was fucked up. And then like the most fucked up parts at the end. and then the dude was like, after I said like, yeah, I'm cool off all that, he was like, bro, basically, he's like, you don't have to do it with me. He's like, you can do it with women. I was like, what? I was like, nah. He's like, if you want to make this money.
So he wanted
he's like, yeah, he's like, basically, he's like, you can make a lot of money, man. Like,
I like your accent.
That's what this nigga sounded like, bro.
Sounds like Wayne.
And then like the nigga like,
I'm imagining some bald head nigga. Loki.
Nah, he was like it was like a Florida nigga.
Yeah.
And bro, like the nigga followed me, right? And I only have like one picture, and he liked my picture. And I saw it, bro. This nigga's like a minister or some shit.
A minister of pussy.
Bro, that's weird.
That shit threw me off. I was like, yeah, I can't be giving like random people my number no more.
Hey, remember when we first started talking about this?
And then like I was like, you know how you gotta like send people like the yeah, that shit like fucked me up. I felt like a thotty. Like I was like, I need to get my weight up. Like nigga really approached me like a
like a female.
Yeah, like
nigga. No. But you sent him some pictures? Said
no, nigga.
Oh, what the fuck? You just said that.
Yeah, hell no, nigga.
I thought you just said. I thought that's what you're about to say. What were you about to say then?
No, like you know how when you send pictures to like how we got to send pictures of like the clothes to like our clients and shit.
Yeah.
I just have everyone that like ever contacted me as 151 and like the contact shit on the company, and I sent all the pictures out, and that nigga's name was like on there, and he was like, I sent the picture. The nigga didn't even say anything about the clothes. He just said, "Hey, how's it going?" I was like,
that nigga gay as fuck.
Oh fuck,
bro.
no.
That's nasty. That nigga's weird.
Yeah, watch out, man. They out here, man. They searching.
He might have like roofied you like during the thing.
Nigga, I wouldn't have. I didn't go. I wouldn't have went.
I know. I'm just saying you would have like as good you didn't go. Maybe some people are real gullible and they would have went there and like.
Hey, if a nigga ever tells you about to get lit off of taking naked pictures, or if he starts the conversation,
unless that's what you want to do.
Have you ever done this? Just know it's probably a casting couch.
Well, we're gonna end it off like that, bro. Appreciate you making it this far. It's gonna be on all streaming platforms. Actually, do you guys like it doing during the day? I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's better to knock it out.
Unless we did it like on a like a Thursday or Friday night, that'd be kind of cool too.
Yeah, on a Friday night or something would be great.
But you guys were
tired as fuck. But fuck it, we'll end it off like that. Thank you for tuning in. If you made it this far, I appreciate it. All our Instagrams will be in the bio. Everything will be in the bio. I'm gonna start actually adding the Apple and the Spotify in the bio too. But thank you, appreciate it. Gone.